Welcome back to my channel, Gaming Etc. I'm your host, Etc. Dude. And today we're continuing our run of
Little Goody Two Shoes.
last time when we played, we ended up going through all of Thursday, and we were invited into the Snake's Grove with the snake Aziel to get the Needle Testament. This gets us one step closer to making the second gift for him, but not entirely done with making the gift. The Needle Testament just being one part of a bigger deal, similar to when we ended up getting the grain from the crow the first time. So now we are on Friday and the festival is Saturday, so all that's left to do today is to finish out today, and then we run into the festival. And then we will see if Elise's dream will come true. So that said, let's get started. Alright, well, here we are. Now it's time to get started. Let me figure out where we have to go, and then we can go ahead and do that. Alright, looks like we're just heading off into the village. And just in case you don't have one, make sure you pick up an apple strudel for Muffy's bribe. I want to say this should be the last bribe. Where's everyone? I suppose folks won't like standing in the rain.
For goodness sake.
Folks don't care about that in Kuiperberg, Rozenmarine. Come now. Let's see what's going on.
Yes.
There's Leb. Oh. You think I'm losing my wits too? No such thing, Mrs. Audelay. What's wrong, Mrs. Audelay? Rain, lass. That's what's wrong. It's just a little rain. What do you know, lassie? There's no need to be so curt, Mrs. Audelay. Look how dark the sky is, Lebkuchen. We nearly need our lanterns, and in broad daylight. What do you think the cause is? Lack of faith, Elise. Yours and all of Kuiperberg's. None of this would happen had we all prayed. It may be best you two leave. I'll handle this. So it wasn't this way. Here we go. Even I will lend Freya a hand with the maple, if need be, Bertha. These two lassies will too, I'd wager. Lend a hand with the maple? You never know anything, do you, Elise? What happened? It seems the wind and rain damaged the maypole. Still not certain. That was it, Father. This was ill will, Father.
Now that you mention it.
It could have been the rain, Mrs. Bertha. As it likely was, anyhow. What matters is that we lend Ray a hand, folks. Andrew's right. We can't be without a maypole tomorrow. Oh, it truly has been one thing after another. We ought to gather for prayers. I would like all of Kuiperberg to gather in church this afternoon. You're doing something at last? It's imperative we are all united and of the same mind. I'll make certain to spread the word, Father. Gathering all the fighting folks in the same place can't be a good thing. I suppose I can't miss it, though. Oh, I hear her. So let's go bribe Muffy. Oh, there she is.
Muffy!
It's you. It was you, Elise. What have I done now, Martha? You tore down the maypole.
Muffy!
Have you completely lost your mind, Nellie? So it wasn't you. Of course it wasn't me, you little... Wait, have you been telling folks it was me who... Not yet. I came to you for some apple strudel.
Alright!
You're not telling anyone anything of the sort. You hear me? Watch me. I can run really fast, please.
For goodness sake!
Alright, alright. Is this what you want?
Oh boy.
You'll keep your mouth shut then. I'll say nothing. Not even a little squeak.
For goodness sake!
Oh, I'll be the one making you squeak. If you dare utter a single word, Maggie. It's better be the last time I have to bribe her. And actually it is. You can see that we got an achievement for that. And that's for giving her her bribe every day of the week. So, now that that's done, the only task I have in mind is to actually go on a date with Lebkuchen, who should be at her bakery. Oh, there she is.
For goodness sake!
What are you doing out here in the rain, Lebkuchen?
You're really...
My, you sure like nagging me, don't you, Elise?
For goodness sake!
I have good reason to fret you. Oh, don't you worry about me. What if you collapse again, or... Come now. I have something to tell you, Elise.
Wait!
Wait, Lebkuchen. You can tell me all about it in your room. Whatever it is.
Oh, Elise.
My, aren't you cheeky, Elise? That's not what I just thought we could come here for old time's sake is all. For goodness sake. It hasn't changed at all, has it? To think we'd spend our afternoons cooped up in there. You don't remember planning to spend the night that time?
Now that you mention it...
Now now that you mention it. We were going to bring the day's leftovers for supper, right? I was in charge of the blankets, and we even swept the floors. Our granny's faces, when they found out, too, still give me shivers.
You know,
Anyhow, what was it you wanted to tell me? Leb?
Oh.
Elise? I'm the ghost of this house, Elise.
Lebkuchen! Oh.
Give me your soul, Elise, or I'll haunt you forever. That's not funny, you. Why? But I'm the silliest ghost around.
For goodness sake.
Enough that, Lebkuchen.
For goodness sake.
You nearly sent me to my grave.
Rather cute, aren't you?
You're still just as easy to frighten, Elise. Why, thank you for reminding me. I do come here often, in truth. Everything used to be easier back then. Didn't it? I'm not certain, or anyhow, Leb. And the one you want to choose is I'm not certain.
Now that you mention it.
Everything's quite the same, Leb. We just got older.
I wonder.
Persevered hasn't changed, that's true.
You know,
Isn't it time you tell me what's on your mind? You see, Elise? Collapsing yesterday has made me come to terms with it. With what? I've been hiding all this time, see? Hiding behind Kuiperberg, behind this veil, behind you even.
Lebkuchen.
I use my duty to stay as I am for the sake of the townspeople, and I've used you as an excuse to stay here in Kuiperberg.
You know,
Are you afraid I'll leave you behind? I am partly, but I expect to overcome this fear tomorrow. Tomorrow? With or without you, Elise, I might make my own decisions. Why wait until tomorrow, Leb? Why not tell me now? Something tells me tomorrow will be different. That's all. You're truly... Come, let's move along. I've kept you for long enough.
You know,
I have something to tell you tomorrow, too.
I see.
Oh, is that so?
For goodness sake.
It truly is so, you. Somebody help me, the ghost is back.
Lebkuchen!
Why you? Wait right there. Alright, one day down, time for the next one. And that's going to be with Rozenmarine. And that one should be towards the creek, heading towards the house. And she should be around here. Supposed to be around. Ah, shoot. Yeah, there's the... Before we go on the day, we have to go to the church event. Brethren, I've gathered you here all the day to address the recent goings on. You're rather late, Father. We've had enough. Show some respect, Elma. No, she's right. We need answers, Father. I'm afraid we will not be getting many today, Guido. If this is yet another plea for us to overlook the situation, why don't we let Father Hans take the lead? He's had it all week. And look where it got us, Gustav. We're together here this evening for a vigil, brethren. Together we are to appeal to the Lord's mercy and benevolence, as well as all that'll do is put a lid on folks' troubles, Father. That's right. We need this witch to pay. Who would you suggest ought to pay, Lorelei? Where's this witch you folks speak of? Gustav's right. We don't know where to turn. Prayer will show us the path we ought to follow, brethren. Why? I prayed all day, every day, and nothing's changed, Father. I fear for my poor Jacob, Father. Whoever's out there, they're taking our children, compromising our livelihoods. It's a decision folks want, Hans. We have to search every lass in town for the witch's mark. We have to do no such thing, you old geezer. That's no way to address your elders, Elise.
Is that so?
Perhaps if our elders hadn't completely lost their wits. Rest assured, Elise, no lass in Kuiperberg will be searched, young or old. You folks still resist what must be done. Old Jolchin is right. We must see this through.
This is ridiculous!
Are you going to do it then, Mr. Ludwig? Does anyone who ought to do it, it's Lebkuchen.
I wonder...
Me, Mrs. Brunhilde. Of course, lass. You're a woman of God. Woman of God or not, Lebkuchen is to be searched as well.
Out with it!
None of you are touching her. Still, Elise, we have to search someone. It might be for the best, Elise. Are you searching for you too, then? And Mrs. Lisbeth? No exceptions, lass. Truth is, we don't know anything about your cousin Elise. Why don't we start with her? That's right. This all started the day she got here.
Oh, but
No, I haven't done anything.
Out with it!
Nobody's laying the finger on her. I saw her. I saw Lisa's cousin. She's the witch. My beloved daughter. Elise saw her too. She talked to the witch. There it is, folks. They're the witches. Oh, Apple. So it was true, Elise. You and your cousin are the ones who've been making our lives hell.
Out with it!
No. You're mistaken. We've done nothing of the sort. Confess, the lot of you. Confess your sins, you wretched witches. Did you or did you not meet your cousin in the woods, Elise? Of course I did.
For goodness sake!
I was all by myself, right until I found him. Why, the lad says he saw you too, Elise.
Wait!
I didn't meet anyone in the woods, I swear. Oh my goodness, look. It's the witch. The witch is here. Oh, we're all going to die.
That's enough!
We must keep calm, folks. Keep calm. She was there. I saw her. Saw her yellow eyes. What do you have to say for yourself, lass?
Oh, but
I was nowhere near the woods. I'd gone home by then. How are we to know such a thing, you witch? If the lad says he saw you, lass. No, I truly had gone home.
Out with it!
Why are you doing this, you little? Is she even your cousin, Elise? Truly, I've been thinking about it all week.
Oh, but
I am. I truly am her cousin. Not even you know your own cousin, Elise. Perhaps she's been a bad influence on you. So we got, she's anything but Mr. Bernhard. And how dare you insinuate? I'm gonna go with how dare you insinuate.
this is ridiculous!
Dang. You folks are losing your minds. Bad influence or not, what matters is whether she's a witch. How do you explain your cousin's kooky get-up, Elise? All the things she's said and done too.
Oh, that's...
I've never. She's just a lassie. What gives you the right? I don't know. I'm gonna go with she's just a lassie.
Oh, shush it!
Pinning it on my cousin isn't going to solve it. Apple says he saw you two in the woods, Elise. What does Apple know about the woods? He's just a boy. I'm gonna go with that.
Wait!
We must be reasonable here.
That's enough!
I've heard enough. Search her. We have to search the last right now. Find the witch's mark. I will take no more of this nonsense.
That's enough!
This is enough. Can't you see what you're doing to Kieferberg? Can't you see this witch nonsense is turning us against each other? The witch is clearly right here in Kieferberg, lass.
Oh, what can we
Nobody
do?
in Kieferberg could ever do such a thing, old Joshin. We're a family, all of Kieferberg, no exceptions. Although we all understand your feelings, Freya. You clearly don't, Father. Nobody does. Apple believes he's seen the witch. Folks have been on edge all day. All of this is a consequence of how we've been facing this crisis. With fear, hostility, and hesitation. That's all nice, Freya. But we need to do something.
I know, but...
Let's do a vigil then. Work on the preparations for the festival. Together. Like the family we are. The family we've always been.
Atta girl!
Freya. Would you folks truly burn me at the stake? Or Elise, Lebkuchen, even Rozenmarine? I expect more from my family. That's all I wanted to say. You've said more than enough, Freya. All of Kieferberg is to meet here tonight for prayer. As we ought to have done from the start. Move along now, folks. We're to focus on what we ought to do. Protect our homes at all costs. with that one bit. It's best I head back to work. So now that that messy event is over, we can go on our date with Rozenmarine. Ah, Elise, look what I found. A rock. Oh, but doesn't it look like fluff? There's even a little tail, look. A little tail, you say. This one too. Doesn't it look like a chicken? There's the beak, see? So this is how you put that bracelet together, huh?
Yes.
Ah, yes. That's right. Lord knows why you're drawn to useless junk. It stops being junk the moment you give it meaning. That bracelet means plenty to both of us, wouldn't you say?
Shush it, you.
Oh, shush it.
I...
Say, Rozenmarine, how come I can't seem to find meaning in any of this? What do you mean, Elise? Kefferberg's so dear to everyone. Yet I'm treated like a wretch. Working myself to the bone, putting up with their ill tempers. It's all made more sense when Granny Holly was still with me. I think our granny's passing has affected us in similar ways. And so your options are, we're nothing alike Rozenmarine, or not right now Rozenmarine. And it's the first option, we're nothing alike Rozenmarine. All Granny Hole's passing meant for me was isolation. That too, Elise. I felt lonesome as well, but you see, that's how I started following my own path. And I'd say, you'd say the same applies to me, huh? Doesn't it? Not in Kefferberg, Rozenmarine. There's nothing for me here. I'm much more than this town sees. Oh, look, Elise. There's something in the creek. It's gold. See, Elise? I don't think meaning is something you find. I think it's something you create. Take that nugget we just found, for example. What about it? Something so precious sitting in a place waiting to be seen. It reminds me of you, Elise. I'm not saying to change your mind about Kefferberg, but chasing after which really matters to you. That's where meaning is found. Meaning how. It's not the same for everyone, is it? You ought to focus on what really matters most to you, Elise. That's...
I'm sorry,
There's something I'd like to tell you, Elise. And I'd say that there's something you'd like to tell me too. I suppose. There might be, but... Come now. Let's head back to town before you get any redder.
Rozenmarine!
Hurry, Elise. Why you? So, with that date done, and if you've been following along with this video and with your own gameplay, all the hearts from the date should be at 4. So let me show you that. And so here you can see that Rozenmarine has 4, Freya has 4, and Lebkuchen have 4. And that's the exact state in which you want to be at currently. There is an achievement for getting all of them filled, but that would mean that you'd have to focus on one, if not all the girls, all the way through to the end, and going on every one of their dates, which would leave you little to no time for money, and sometimes might be hard to do. So with that, there is no more dates that we're going to go on. So for now, we're going to go do a little quick task and get a free item, and then we will do something for money. And here's our little task. Ooh, free item. Berries. Running about in the rain, are you? Aren't you as well, Mr. Bernhard? You quite enjoy this view, is all. Even with the rain. Have you seen old Wilhelm? By any chance? Do you need anything, Mr. Bernhard? You can keep it secret, I'd wager. We're all preparing to present for Eugene, you see. For Mr. Eugene? We wouldn't want to let him go without some token of appreciation, is all. Old Wilhelm's been working on it. Won't you ask him about it? I can do that, Mr. Bernhard. And so now we need to find old Wilhelm, and he should be in the church, if I remember correctly. There he is. Mr. Bernhard's looking for you, Mr. Wilhelm. About Eugene, I'd wager. Tell him I'll have it ready by tomorrow, Elise. What are you giving him, Mr. Wilhelm? You certain you keep the secret? Of course. Eugene said he wanted a new pocket knife, you see. I've been working on it since Tuesday. It's taken a lot of work. Alright, well, let's go back and get our reward. So, what did he say? He says he'll have it ready by tomorrow, Mr. Bernhard. Good, good. Here you go, Elise. Thank you. And we got a hearty soup out of that. You didn't have to, Mr. Bernhard. We didn't have to be so harsh on you earlier either. Yet, here we are. I suppose. So, as I'd mentioned, there's nothing else for you to do, so go ahead and do any job. I'm gonna head up to do the collecting eggs, the easiest one. Oh, there we are. And since we've done this before, I will just skip through it. And we are at the evening, and surprisingly right in front of me is a golden maiden. So let's go ahead and talk to her, collect her up, and then I will recover afterwards. One more to join our entourages. Oh, it's marvelous. You'll surely agree. The banquets, the spectacles, the prestige. What are you talking about? You'll see it when you get there. Oh, he's given me all I ever wanted. Which was my luxury. Well, opulence. Oh, can't wait to have you in Murata with us. My what? Alright. So let me go ahead and recover. Alright. And with nothing else to do, we can go ahead and return home. And collect our breaths. Elise, wait. Just one. We're sorry to keep you, Elise. There's no need. Oh, there's no need to hold back door, tell you. What's this all about? It's your cousin, Elise. She claims she has a way of knowing my baby's health. So I thought you'd be interested, and she has strange interests as well. First. Haven't you been trying to do that yourself, Mrs. Brunhilde? That's true, Brunhilde. Before last, might have just been trying to help. That's not all out there. She was standing out in this rain all day, talking to herself. You don't talk to yourself, Mrs. Brunhilde? I've noticed, Mrs. Brunhilde. Let's go with that one. I thought this was fairly common. Oh, Elise, we asked Father Hans, and he said it's a sign of madness, Elise. Either that, or she's talking to someone. I'll be on my way to this door, Miss Brunhilde. I'll be back for the vigil with my cousin, of course. And a small price to pay, honestly. Let's go ahead and collect our breads. You're going to fall ill at this rate, but I can look after myself, Elise. Also get some rest before this vigil, don't you think? What do you think It's rather odd, Elise. What is Lebkuchen? I have a strange feeling about tonight's vigil. It all feels a little as though there's a false sense of calm. Folks did change their tunes rather quickly. That's true. Here before I forget. Do you think they might all lose their minds again tonight? Not necessarily, but I must admit, I'm feeling nervous about the festival too. You spent too much time comforting folks today, Leb. You're rather calm too, Elise. I've been tormented over this witch nonsense all week. I suppose I can't blame you there. It's best I move along now. I still need to have supper. I'll see you in church. Only if you promise to get proper rest before the vigil. So let's go home. And on our way here, there should be another. Yeah, there it is. Another golden maiden. Let's go ahead and talk to that. Won't you join us? Bye. Let us take revenge on that thief. Want to become a golden maiden like me? Peace out. Once you do, let us reunite. What makes you certain I will? Why? We all do. That's why I want to put an end to him. For betraying us. For damning us all to this. This wretched eternity. Betraying you. And we acquire 3 spice works. Okay, let's go ahead and head home.
Rozenmarine! For goodness sake!
What are you doing up here? Are you trying to... Why don't you come dance with us, Elise?
You know,
You have to get ready for the Vigil, Rozenmarine. Well, we're having such lively weather. Lovely weather, you say.
Look!
Luck agrees, don't you, Flock?
For goodness sake!
I'm heading inside. Come along, Rozenmarine.
Oh!
Elise, wait.
I'm sorry,
So we're going to this vigil? We got you, Rozenmarine. Folks need to see we're committed.
Oh, that's...
Say, Elise. I know you don't like to talk about it, but... You're meeting him tomorrow, aren't you?
Now that you mention
I
it...
suppose. You still don't have the Sweetest Nectar, do you? You went to the woodlands last night. What about it? You've been gathering the testaments,
You
and
know,
all I have is that needle, Rozenmarine. A needle? That's the testament I received last night. I pricked my finger on it too.
Oh, that's...
The Sweetest Nectar also needs to be a part of your mortal body, remember?
Rozenmarine.
So you mean the flesh, the blood, and the heart, at least. Those are the... We can talk about it after the vigil, right? You get changed now. I brought some bread.
Yes.
Alright. Come, we should hurry, or we'll be back.
Yes.
So off we go to town.
Rozenmarine!
Where are you? It's that serpent. I have no choice but to carry on, do I? Or the river.
Out with it!
Show yourself. I know you're in here somewhere, serpent. Oh, what am I doing? Getting myself into this mess. And for what? To get out of Kieferberg? To leave it all behind? But at what cost? The tender flesh? The sweetest nectar? All these things I've seen him done. I'm beginning to wonder if I really meet him, if he will grant this wish of mine. This wish of yours is within your grasp. Can I truly attain it? You've received his blessings, have you not? Trust yourself, Elise. Trust his word.
Now that you mention it,
I could get out. Leave this town behind. All I've ever been here is a maid of all work, a stray. Ever since Granny Holly passed, I've been nothing but an outsider. Now you're a witch, Elise.
I see.
A witch. Unshackle your burning desire for the depths of your very being. Embrace it, Elise. Your rightful fortune and wealth. Your freedom. I want it. I want my second chance at happiness. Huh? What in the...
What in the Lord's name?
It's the town square. I must be dreaming. This can't be real.
What is this?
What is that? There's something in the church. And so now we can go ahead and freely wander around all we want. Free berries. And there's a save point. And if I remember correctly, there should be a golden maid. Yep, right here. And this should be our very final one. You've come here to stay, I see. Says who? A place of solace. That's what our beloved Aziel is providing for us here. All I've heard is here. All I've heard in here was weeping, though. We're all doomed, all of us. We lost everything. All we have left are these depths. What's so great about this place? What'd you say? The silence. He never visits here. I can't say I understand. And that was our final Maiden, but we're not entirely done. In order to get the achievement, we have to do one more thing. And that we can only do after we're done with the witching hour. So, with that, I am going to save it, and then we can go ahead and continue through this witching hour. Alright, let's go ahead and continue on. Nothing in it. Alright, let's go this way. What a mess. We won't be going through here anytime soon, I suppose. Guess not. What's that?
Rozenmarine.
That sounds like Rozenmarine. It's that serpent. I must find a way into that church. That way. There.
What is this?
It's completely destroyed. I have to find my way out of this place.
Rozenmarine. Wait!
So here we have a little statue. And so we have one half moon and B. The moon phases. I wonder what they're for. Seem to be connected somehow. rest of the bottle. Because it's okay. Been a while.
Keep it together, Elise.
Have to get a grip. Go find her. So onward we go. Make sure there's nothing I missed. Take heed, lass. We don't take too kindly to light in these depths. For goodness sakes, that's our only. So if I remember correctly, I have to do this without a light on. And here's the save point, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, let's go ahead and go forward. Pick up this item. And so past these two red lampposts with their weird lights on it, it's lights out for us. And that's gonna make it a little bit hard. If you do need to turn on your match, make it for like a millisecond. Because there's things in there that'll just instantly kill you. So here we go. And walk slowly. You don't know where you're going and you will hit something. So there's one of the things that can kill you instantly when the lights are on. That's odd. And there I hit something. Hit something else again. Oh. Here's the bottle. Break that. Ooh, nice item to find. Alright, we're going left. There it is. So go ahead and pick that guy up. We got the Lyre of Aziel. Lyre. May your innermost desire come true.
What is this?
The statue. speaking to me. Why don't you look surprised? Weren't you talking to your own reflection a moment ago? Oh, I've never get used to this nonsense. It all depends on you, Elise. On how far you're willing to go. The sacrifice you're willing to make. Come this far, haven't I? This isn't the last of your perils. You must find your resolve deep within yourself, Elise.
I see.
I suppose I've been rather hesitant until now. If you don't fight for yourself, Elise, who will? I can only depend on myself, huh? Then so be it. If I remember right, the X6. Okay, not bad. Hold on a second, let me recover. And there, we made it out. And now we are back in town. I'm gonna go ahead and save it. Don't need to redo that. Okay, let's get to it. And then we use the lighter, now we can get inside the church. Please save before venturing in. Oh yeah. So there's gonna be a boss fight when we go in there. Shoot. I think it was pretty simple. It was basically just answer questions, avoid damage. So let's go ahead and do it.
Rozenmarine!
What in the? You're rather brave, lass. You. Do you yearn for wealth and fortune that deeply? I clearly do, serpent. Now let her go. No. I don't think I will.
What is this?
What in the Lord's name?
Rozenmarine?
You know, there's something you have yet to come to terms with. Something you've been avoiding. What are you talking about? The good company, lass. You've sacrificed your mortal body for the tender flesh. You know it's your blood needed for the sweetest nectar. Yet, it's the good company you refuse to surrender.
What is this?
What are you talking about? Show me the depths of your heart. What? I wish to see how deeply you care for your beloved. To know how deeply I care for Rozenmarine. They've only known her for a week, but she's guiding me through this, the bracelet and the book.
Now that that you mention it.
Don't do more to me now than I could have ever thought they could. That's one of them. Can't say I fully understand her most of the time. Everything about her is so strange, so foreign to me. All of her nonsense about fate, it doesn't make sense. It scares me. Yeah, I find myself drawn to her. I can't help it. Rozenmarine has been right about it. I don't know why or how, but I've come to trust her.
I see.
These past few days, I've truly come to believe in my fate, believe in her purpose. It's our new beginning together. What's this? You acquired the best testament. A bottle. For your sweetest nectar, lads. Show yourself, you wretch. You're truly so bewitching, lads. To think you're willing to betray such pure feelings. I need to get out of here. Oh. It makes me want to keep you all to myself. I must say, I feel much better, Father. We were all a little too tense.
What is this?
I'm back in Kieferberg. Get some rest, everyone. We have a long day ahead of ourselves tomorrow. We're to gather here first thing at sunrise. For the percussion, don't forget. Come, Mrs. Adelaide. We'll walk you home. Oh, thank you, my dear.
Elise! Rozenmarine.
What are you doing here? Did you go to the Vigil? I was sitting right beside you the entire time, silly. What?
I'm sorry,
More importantly, Elise. I was wondering if you'd given the gift some thought. Huh?
Are you alright, Elise?
Is everything alright, Elise? Yes. What about the gift, Rozenmarine?
Oh,
I was thinking, since we had the red wine during the vigil, why don't you do something similar for your gift to him? Meaning, why don't you use the water that's already in those basins? Together with that needle, you can make him the Sweetest Nectar as a gift. You can wait outside and make certain nobody sees it. Invest it quickly. I wouldn't want to get caught by Father Hans. Alright. Now all that's left to do is to craft the Sweetest Nectar, which is another little mini game. So make sure you save beforehand. Okay, here we go. Using the water in the basin. I suppose I could give that a try.
Now that you mention it,
Rozenmarine said I can make wine using the water in this basin. If only I had something to hold this wine. That serpent's vial. I suppose it'll do nicely. Now all I ought to do is full vessel and one last part. At last, lads. Don't you dare come any closer, serpent. The Sweetest Nectar at last.
this is ridiculous!
That's what I've come here to do. Your passion for your wish runs deep within your veins, lads. It's riding inside you. It consumes you.
Out with it!
What do you want from me? Your blood, at last. You wretch. Give it to me. Your Sweetest Nectar. We'll be awaiting you tomorrow, lass.
Out with it!
I've had enough of this serpent. For goodness sakes. All this for...
I see.
this thing. The Sweetest Nectar. I made 2 gifts, but I'm still missing the good company, aren't I? Talking to yourself, lass? Is there something you'd like to tell me, Elise? No, I was. It's best if you move along, lass. Wait,
Now that you mention it,
I'll be on my way, father. They'll be late for the procession tomorrow. Come now, Rozenmarine. We're going home.
oh, but
Elise, I did it. We can talk about it on the way. Let's go. Let's see if we can activate the jar. So one of the last things we need to do in order to get the achievement for finding all the gold mines is to interact with this jar.
what is this?
What's this? Where are all those firefly going? And so they'll lead you to your grandma's room. What in the Lord's name? Don't misunderstand, lassie. You can't take it back. Have no regrets, Stephen. Take her. And do with her what you will. As long as you keep your promise. Just the same as I've kept mine. Rather cold, aren't we? I made my choice. That's all. Very well, lass. I'll be expecting you at my banquet.
What is this?
Huh? Where am I? Wait. You can't do this to me. What did you do, Valerie? You've had it coming since long ago. Almond Rose. Flaunting your wealth in our faces day in, day out. What are you talking about? Really, Valerie? I don't want to do this anymore. He's sworn it, Sonny. We got him the gifts. He's sworn it. He'll get us both out of here. No, I can't. Wait, Sonny. What is this about, Valerie? This is all your fault, Alvin Rose. All of it. You. You there, help me. Huh? Me? It's too late for you, Alvin Rose. No, Valerie, don't.
What is this?
What in the... What did you... You'll become one of us too, Lassie. Kept close to him and his vassals, ready to answer their every whim. Trinkets, showpieces, kept for his amusement. Whether it's your wishes granting or someone else's, this is the price you pay for uttering his name. The price we paid for his blessing.
Wait!
Get away. Stop. What was that? A dream? And that's the achievement for getting all the golden maidens and then finding out a little bit more of the truth. So nothing else left to do but go and sleep. It's done, I suppose. Although I don't know what exactly I've done. I've gathered the testaments and made the gifts. I used them to make gifts for him. But I'm still missing the good company, I suppose. The good company. The one I loved most. That's... Now this feels real. I think I'll try to meet him tomorrow. I have no choice but to keep going. Maybe I'll wake up tomorrow and it'll all have been a dream. Or maybe I might actually make it out of Kieferberg. I'm here again. I keep having this dream. The castle. It's so close now. If I do meet him, if I bring him those gifts, and if he grants me my wish, not only this castle, but everything and anything I could ever want, it will all be within my reach. Samstag or Saturday. That dream again. I better get up and head to town. I suppose we'll have that procession in the morning as usual, but I'd like to spend some time with Rozenmarine later too.
Now that you mention it,
Anyhow, I'd best get going to the festival.
good morning, Elise.
Oh, Elise, good morning. You're excited too, aren't you, Fluff?
For goodness sake!
We're not taking the goat to town, Rozenmarine.
But
Oh, but Elise. What are you so excited about? Anyhow. Why, it's the day of the festival, Elise.
now that you mention it,
I don't think it'll live up to your expectations, Rozenmarine.
oh, Elise.
It's not just the festival. You're meeting him too.
Aw,
I know.
I'm sorry,
You're not changing your mind, are you?
for goodness sake.
I'm not. Good grief, Rozenmarine. Let's go.
Yes.
Oh, wait, Elise. And now we are at a new day, and technically the final day, so I'm gonna go ahead and save it and stop here. That was Friday. That was our final actual working day. All that's left to do is to bring the good company in. So with this final day, we've ended up making the Sweetest Nectar for him. That was our second gift for him, and now Elise is one day closer to getting her wish fulfilled. But is it what she really wants? She's also ended up learning by our part of the optional getting all the golden maidens. She's ended up learning what the wish really entails, what it is that you have to do. So when we do pick this up again next time, we'll be at the festival, and then we will end the game and do all the endings in one go. So until then, thanks everybody for watching.